My name is Iacovos Michael. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Toronto and scientist at the Sunnybrook Research Institute. And I have a NETRF pilot award, and the goal of this award is to establish novel preclinical models for neuroendocrine tumors. When I finished my training as a postdoctoral fellow, one of the things I was told is that working with neuroendocrine tumors, it would be very challenging because first the patients are very few patients have neuroendocrine tumors, and then you won't have access to samples. But then when I got positioned at the Sunnybrook Research Institute, I realized that this is the biggest center in Canada and one of the biggest in North America center for patients with neuroendocrine tumors. So that then I saw the opportunity that we could do something for patients with a rare disease. And then I start collaborating with clinicians and surgical oncologists and pathologists, and now we set up this amazing program in which we can get samples from the clinic directly in my eye group. The other personal connection I have is, when I finished my postdoctoral training in Switzerland and I was packing and to come back to Canada, I got a phone call that one of my relatives had a metastatic NET, and so it was a great, already advanced stage 4 NET, and you think that these rare tumors you will never experience and nobody in your circle will have it. So for me, that made me to be even more determined to work with rare tumors. And surprisingly, again, after I started my career as a scientist at Sunnybrook, then I found out that one of my close friends also was diagnosed with a metastatic NET. So, it's I think neuroendocrine tumors are not what we thought. They are not rare, and I'm very passionate to work and advance the field for research for neuroendocrine tumors. What we're trying to achieve in our group is to be able to model the disease progression in a patient, but now in what we call it like an avatar system. So what we do is that when the patient will go into the clinic and have a surgery, and then they take the tumor out, we take a small fragment of this tumor into the lab and we put it into an avatar system where we can see how the tumor will progress. And at the same time, what we're trying to do is to use different drugs to predict how this tumor, in which drug will be the best for these tumors. The key question is what now is called personalized or precision oncology. So we're trying to find specific drugs for each patient. And the way we do this, again, is by getting samples from the clinic, from each patient, bringing them into the lab and screen them with different drugs. We believe that we're going to be able to find new drugs that are specific for patients for neuroendocrine tumors, and that will allow us to improve how we treat the neuroendocrine tumors in the clinic. What I find very amazing about the NET community is this collegiality and how people are really understanding that due to the challenge, again, of this disease being rare, they are actually willing to work and collaborate and share reagents, share expertise. But also the staff of NETRF, I find it is very friendly. So the whole thing is being an amazing experience for me. When I started my career and decided that I was going to focus part of my research, at least for neuroendocrine tumors, one of the first challenges I had is that when I apply for grants for agencies that are not specific for neuroendocrine tumors, the reviewers will not understand the challenges we have in the field for neuroendocrine tumors. For example, very few cell lines, very few models. So I think getting the first pilot grant for NETRF allow us to start our project. And now, actually, in fact, we went back to these agencies and we got up to $3 million to continue what actually we started with NETRF. So I think organizations like NETRF, their work, it's very important. I think this combination between the donors funding these projects and really the patients with neuroendocrine tumors willing to donate their samples, they're going to move this field forward, and I'm really excited to be part of it.